fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. Can we go MIA somewhere far from this bullshit? Let's fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. I don't care where we go, as long as so far, so far, so far from here. It's about time I took a little trip.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy back with another episode of Get It Together with Big Maul, starring your hosts, Big Maul, Molly B, Jamal, Maul, whatever it is that you call me. Okay. Um, yeah, I know it's a late upload. I usually upload every Monday, but I don't know, man. 3 day weekend, I was chilling. I didn't feel like I didn't even go running on Saturday like I usually do. Like I didn't do anything. It was pouring rain Saturday morning. So I got up and wasn't able to go running anyways. And then, it was just Labor Day weekend, 3 day weekend. So I was like, I'm gonna just be lazy. I'm gonna not do anything. I didn't leave the house Saturday or Sunday. Monday I did run. Yesterday I did run. So, I ran like maybe 2 miles. It was from my house to my mom's house and back. That was 2 miles. Um, so yeah, it was cool. Um, but I hope you guys had a great Labor Day weekend. I know you don't want to go back to work because I don't want to go back to work. Ugh. But you got to pay those bills. The bills don't stop. They keep coming and keep rolling. And they disrespectful because when stuff happens, the bills just keep going. I mean, it's just no consideration for the people. Hopefully you guys can hear me, man. It's a like a family gathering going on across the way. So I'm gonna play this back, obviously, as I always do. I'm gonna play this back, listen to it, and hopefully, like I said, you guys can hear me and understand me, and there's no like but a bunch of like interference in the background. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah. Anyway, man, let's just get into it. Let's get into it. So I just want to talk about um seeking revenge. Anybody has anyone ever had you effed up? And I mean, like, I'm talking about effed up. Like, they stabbed you in the back, effed up. It was your best friend. It was your family. It was somebody you thought highly of and you respected and you loved and cared for. And then they did some foul ish, and you like, oh nah, I'm gonna get you back. Or it could have been a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you know. And you like, oh, so you cheating on me? I'm gonna get you back. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you back. I mean, like, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced somebody just doing you dirty and you want to just light them up because you want them to feel the way that you felt when they did what they did to you? Um, or you even pray that they get karma, even if you don't do anything. You pray that karma comes back around and gets them for how they did you. Completely normal, right? We've all felt that way. We've all went through that in life. I know for a fact no one can ever say that they went through some trials and tribulations with a person that they loved and highly admired, and then they did them wrong and they did not want to get them back. Man, I'll be telling you a lie that I ain't never felt that way. If I was to tell you, man, I ain't never been done wrong and not want to get the person back. Man, of course. Now lately, and by lately I mean like as years has went by, I've calmed down and matured a lot, as far as like revenge and want people to feel some type of way because they made me feel some type of way. Like they gonna feel it. They gonna feel it, and they feel your absence. They feel your absence. They feel that they did was wrong eventually because karma does not miss anybody. Karma don't miss diddly squat. Karma is gonna get everybody. Everybody. Okay? And so you don't need to worry about trying to get people back. You don't need to worry about inflicting pain and causing someone to have that same wound that they gave you. I don't believe in stooping down to anyone's level. I used to, but we just react. At that point in your life you're reacting and you want to get people back. Because like I said, you want them to feel that pain, but now it's like you got to get to a point in your life where you know what? Yes, it hurt. Yes, it pissed you off. Yes, you it's things and you want to get them back, but what's the point of stooping down to that person's level? Like, what's the honestly, honestly, what's the point? You know, I mean, because the damage has been done to you. What you do now, moving forward, um, with that person, especially what you do to that person, does not heal the wound. It does nothing. It does nothing for you. Whatever you do, does nothing. And it's not going to erase the past. Whatever you do to that person to try to get them back, they still did whatever it was that they did to you, and it's not going to change anything. um and I feel like if it did change things, if it did remove the scars, if it did remove the wounds, then everyone would be trying to get their get backs, like they call it. But it doesn't. Now you can say, well, I feel a little better because now they feel how I feel. Okay, that's cool, that's all fine and dandy. But when you think about it, it's like you were the good person in that situation. They did you wrong, they did whatever to you, and it's messed up. But by you returning the favor and doing what they did to you, or even stooping lower, all it is doing is just matching their low vibrational energy, something that you don't need to match because you're better than that. I remember a Drake song that was on one of his albums years ago, that there was a recording of I'm pretty sure it was his mom, and she was just saying, I'm paraphrasing here, but she was just saying like, I don't like the tone that I'm hearing in your voice these days. You're so confrontational. You're just so angry. You got to remember, when others go low, we go high. And that always stuck with me. Always. Always, always. Because I love how simply that his mom put that in the message. Just when they go low, we go high. They gonna get what's coming to them. We gotta rise above it. We gotta keep moving. Okay, they did what they did. We found out about it. Now let's be thankful that we know their true intentions. Let's be thankful that we know how and who they truly are. And now we can remove ourselves from that. Now we can detach ourselves from that evilness, from that negativity, from that cold heartedness, for whatever you want to call it. We can remove ourselves from that and be done with it and never revisit that situation again. And I know for a fact, when you put your all into someone and they switch sides and turn their back on you, don't even be surprised. I've learned to deal with people, how they treat me. I don't place people on a pedestal anymore. I don't make it seem like I'm worshiping anybody. If I love you, you gonna know I love you. If I got you, you gonna know I got you. But I'm not gonna place you on a pedestal. I'm not gonna kiss the ground that you walk on. I'm not kissing your rear end. I'm not doing any of that stuff. The minute that you show me that all of that stuff that I did for you was not appreciated by your actions, by what you do to me or say to me, then all right, that's it. That's done. It's over with. Over. There's nothing that we need to talk about. There's nothing that I need to do. I've given you my all. That's what I'm supposed to do. If I'm with you, I'm with you. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's my character. That's my personality. That's my true intentions. That's my heart. That's my spirit. And I did what I could for you, and that's that. And if you play the other side and do what you do, oh well. I can't take the love back. I can't take what I've done for you. I can't take anything back. I did what I did. I'm proud to say that I kept it real on my end. If you didn't, you didn't. That's going to be between you and God. And then when you got to understand, when people do you a certain way, nothing good comes their way. They may think that they got one up on you. They may think that they got over on you. They may think they drained you and they got whatever it is that they wanted out of you. and they left you completely devastated and all of the things. But rest assured, their time is coming. God don't bless no mess. Like the older folks say, God don't bless no mess. So it's gonna stay, you gonna be in a tough spot. You're gonna be in a tough spot, especially spiritually. You messing with someone that's spiritually in tune with the Lord, and that's covered, that's praying, that's a prayer warrior that pray, and I'm talking about prays hard, and just does right. God is not going to reward you and bless you if you do that person wrong. He's not. Until you repent, you turn to him, repent, and change your ways. That's the only way. But you're gonna go through hell messing with God's people. Okay? Let me repeat that. You're gonna go through hell messing with God's people. But for God's people, for the people that are done wrong, man, hold your head up. Hold your head up, stick your chest out, and just remember who you are, who you were before that person, who you were during that person, and who you will be after that person. You still the same person. You're just more aware of who you shouldn't be around, who you shouldn't let in. Now you know. Some people put on a mask and it's hard to tell, but that's where that spiritual discernment come in. You pray about it and you ask God to reveal to you the people that you don't need around you. And whatever way that he reveals it to you, whoever those people may be, just pray to have the strength and the mental fortitude to be able to handle it in a wise way, in a wise way that you can be proud of the way that you handle it, and pray to have the strength to keep going, to keep moving, to keep walking, to keep trucking, to keep living, because people gonna do you wrong, but the world gonna continue to turn. And you got to remove the people out of your life that don't need to be there so that God can place real people there, people that you didn't think you were going to meet, people that may not even live in the same city as you, people that may not look like you, people that may not think like you, but these people that you meet in the most craziest ways will be for you. And you've opened up room for more people, for real people that you won't have to question, that you won't have to worry about turning their back on you. You may have disagreements and stuff like that, but you will talk it through maturely, and they won't stab you in the back. They won't be two-faced. They will be genuine all the way to the end. And you just keep continuing to be the best person that you can be so that you can attract the best people for your lifestyle. You're going to attract people that you're going to attract vultures. Let's just put it plain and simple. You're going to attract vultures. You're going to attract leeches, because just like kind-hearted people see kind-hearted people, evil, conniving, shisty people see good-hearted people. They see that. And like I said, they want to leech on that. They want to try to take advantage of that, and they will try to drain you. And sometimes it's not that you're letting them do that. You don't realize it because of your kind-heartedness. Now sometimes we are very, very, very um just we're delirious, and we're in denial that this person just cannot be doing us this way. There's just no way. I refuse to see it. Even though God continues to send you signs, shows you signs, and you continue to ignore them because, like I said, you're in denial. But take those signs. Take those signs. Pray about those signs, and God will give you the answers and what you need to do. But He's gonna continue to show you signs, and you're gonna see things, and you're gonna feel things, and then you got to make a move. But sometimes we don't realize that, and then we get mad at ourselves. I should have known. I should have did better. I should have saw it. Sometimes you don't, and that's okay. That's okay. You got to be able to be strong mentally, physically, and emotionally and spiritually for those blindsided moments. And still know that greater is coming later. Greater is coming later. Those people you thought that you couldn't live without, the people that you thought was just they're so irreplaceable that you won't find another friend like that. Or you won't find another girlfriend or a boyfriend like that. You won't find You won't. You first off, the right people will find you. You won't have to go look. Second of all, don't go looking for people. Just be you. Just be the amazing you. Continue to carry the light. Continue to be positive. Continue to be nurturing um to yourself and to people, and being kind. All of that stuff. The right people, they will find you. They will locate you. And like I said, it's going to be in the most random places, and they won't look like you, they won't talk like you, they won't think like you, but they are for you. They are for you. But don't worry about the people that did you wrong. Don't worry about it, man. Life is gonna handle them. Life's gonna handle them. God's gonna handle them, and they're gonna be like, dang, why is life so? Life just been beating my tail. I just can't get nothing right, man. I've been doing my best, and it just stuff after stuff just keeps happening to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does keep happening to you because look at the way you treat people. Look at the way you did this person, or the way you do people. Yeah, yeah. God gonna teach you a lesson. Okay, and if you don't learn that lesson, He gonna keep teaching you a lesson. Okay, keep fumbling good people. That's what y'all better be focusing on. Don't fumble a good person. And if you're a good person and you feel like they fumbled you, life goes on. You don't need to seek revenge. You don't got to seek revenge. Matter of fact, pray for them. Pray for them to change their ways. Y'all don't have to ever communicate again. Y'all don't ever have to be friends again. But pray for them to change their ways. Pray for them to change their ways. You want to show growth. You want to show maturity. You want to show faith in the Lord. Pray over those that did you wrong. Pray over those that did you wrong. That's the real challenge. That's the real challenge. You want to talk the talk and walk the walk. Pray for the ones that hurt you. Don't only just pray for you to not want to seek revenge. Pray for for them to grow and to recognize your voice and to recognize the power that 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 the Lord has. Pray for them to recognize, like, just pray for them to be better. Okay. I'm not even sure if I said pray. I'm not even sure if I said pray to recognize your voice, but if I did, pray to recognize God's voice and to know His presence and to want to be closer to Him and change their ways for the better. Pray for them, okay? If you come around, you come around and meet around again in different times of life and when they're a different person. But if not, that's okay. That's okay too, you know. But yeah, no, that's for real though, man. Don't seek revenge. Don't stoop down to that level. Don't don't go blow for blow and toe for toe. You're gonna be drained. This person was already doing that. This ain't you. They're true to that game. You're not true to that game because that's not you. That's not who you were raised to be. That's not who you aspire to be. And so don't let anyone change you to being that person. I don't care what the relationship was. Don't let them change you to being stooping down to a level that's beneath you. That maybe you did graduate from, but you're never, you don't belong there. You won't go back there. You're not going backwards. You're moving forward. So remember that. Remember that. Do good. Do good. Wish them well, and life goes on. Revenge ain't as sweet as you think it is. Or it's not. Okay. Because even when you get revenge, you still got to deal with the aftermath of how they did you, and you still gonna be upset that they did you the way that they did you. Okay. And then who's to say if you get them back and you do whatever it is to them, they're not gonna care. Because if they cared, they wouldn't have done anything to you in the first place. Okay, think about that. But I'm about to head up out of here. Enjoy your week, like I always say. Don't let it be mundane. All right. Got soccer and stuff coming up now. So time to be back on that field with my daughter. Trying to get these moves right. So yeah, man. Yeah, enjoy your week. Don't let it be mundane. Go back to work being positive. And yeah, man. If you're thinking about seeking revenge on somebody, don't do it. Okay? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Don't seek revenge. Don't seek revenge. Okay? Don't do it. You better than that. All right? And like I said, I know it hurts, but you better than that. Okay. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for following, reposting, liking, commenting, and doing all of the things to just to show love and show support, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all are family. Like I always say, I love you. God bless you. And one more thing before I go, just give y'all just a little um like a positive note, like Charlamagne the God does on the Breakfast Club. But I don't want to steal his thunder and be like a positive note of the day or positive note for the week or whatever it is. But I'm just gonna give y'all um a tip a tip from Maul's Corner, a tip from Big Maul. Yeah, that's what I call it. A tip from Big Maul. Do not allow yourself to be swayed by other people's opinions or lack of support. The ball has to continue to keep rolling regardless of who's there and who's not. Now, celebrate the ones who are there and the ones who aren't there that you maybe even expected to be there, but they're not, whether they're not supporting you and they're supporting someone else, or they just act like they don't care. Whatever the reason is, keep going anyway. I love y'all. Catch y'all on the next episode. Be blessed. Have a great week. Peace.